index is 40 and rising strong trend, but the Bollinger squeeze is tight at 1.4% width. When does that snap? That's the question. Now Ethereum. Price at 1936, 21 at 1926, 200 at 1909. RSI also overbought at 71. But Alex, volume isn't confirming this move. That's a red flag most traders miss. Gold's pushing higher at 44.45. RSI at 87, that's extreme. But there's no resistance marked above. Where do you see it rolling over? The structure in gold shows higher highs and higher lows, but that overbought RSI means consolidation is coming. Traders holding these positions need to watch the 200 moving average. As support, that's where the real test happens. This is a breaking market alert. A nearly $500,000 Bitcoin sell just crossed at 64,785, 63 times the median print size. The trade absorbed cleanly 31 seconds ago. The dollar's holding firm, and the 10-year yield is climbing. That combination is pulling risk lower across the board. Equities are down, the Nasdaq off more than 2%, the S&P 500 down near 1%. Gold's higher on safe haven demand, but copper's sliding on growth concerns. Oil's up sharply, West Texas crude gaining nearly 3%. The euro's climbing against a stronger dollar, while the yen's weakening. In this environment, crypto faces headwinds from the rising rate picture and a dollar that's not giving ground. Ethereum and Solana traders are heavily net long, but XRP is the real story, 80% of positions betting higher, while shorts sit at just 19%. That's the most crowded positioning we're tracking across the 5 major tokens. Problem is, Andrew, when 80% agrees on direction, who's left to buy? That skew suggests potential liquidation risk if sentiment shifts. Fair point, Alex. Bitcoin sits much more balanced at 57% long versus 42% short. That's genuine two-sided positioning, where price discovery actually happens. So you're saying the alts are priced on consensus, while Bitcoin still has real debate baked in. Exactly. That's the positioning versus price disconnect you're watching this morning. Calls are running 57% hit rate across 20 graded setups. The tape's working higher, Bitcoin up 1.2%, BNB up 0.4%, both confirmed. The breaks that matter. XRP failed down, moving against the call by nearly 2%. Ethereum expired twice, chasing lower moves that never materialized. Right now, Ethereum's the open position order flow is 54% buy. Open interest jumped 4.7%. That's new money coming in, not short covering. The setup holds as long as it stays above 1925. This is a breaking market alert. Bitcoin just absorbed a $300,000 sell print at 65,042. That's 62 times the median trade size. The order moved through 54 seconds ago. The Nasdaq is down 2%, the worst performer of the three major indices this morning. That's 604 points lower. The S&P 500 is off less than 1%, and the Dow is barely moving, down 74 points. Tech is taking the real hit here, Alex. But look at what's holding up. Gold's up 1.1%, while copper's down 1.6%. That's a classic risk-off trade. Why aren't investors rotating into energy if they're that nervous? They might be. West Texas crude is up nearly 3%, Brent's up 2.8%. But you're right that the metal split tells a different story. Gold's a safety play, copper's demand. The market's pricing in weakness, not panic. The euro's also up 0.5% against the dollar. That usually means equities should be under more pressure than they are. Fair point. We're seeing selective weakness in growth names, not a broad sell-off. Yet, we're running 1 win in 6 trades this week. That's a 16% hit rate against 4% expectancy per trade. We're now down 4. And a 6th risk units on the desk. Alex, the backtest on Bitcoin swing, shows 2% wins across 42 trades. This setup doesn't work in longer time frames. The intraday Bitcoin backtest is better but still negative 21% hit rate. 31 risk units lost over 124 trades. Why are we still running swing setups at all if the data says they're broken? Fair question. We're not. We've closed those. What's live now is Ethereum long intraday at 1,884.9. Stop 1,882.6, targeting 1,890.1. That's a 2.3 to 1 setup. Silver short at 64.69. Stop 64.85. First target 64.31, same reward structure. Both expire today. Ethereum swing is still open though, entry 1,903.1. Stop down at 1,878.2. That's a 1.3% risk trade. Are you staying with that one given the week? Holding it. The data says swing doesn't work as a system, but individual setups aren't systems. We close it if it loses 1,878.2. This is a breaking market alert. Bitcoin just took a $1.4 million sell print at $65,082.90. That's 99 times the median trade size. It was absorbed immediately.